Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful new year so far. It's like day 13. We're midpoint in here and we're on here for 1 hour. Just chatting. So if you are watching live, make sure you put hashtag BrandSavvy. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag BrandSavvy replay, because you are all my brand savvy entrepreneurs, right? So today I said I was going to come on. We did a poll this month, seeing what you're working on. A lot of you guys said that you're working on LinkedIn. So we're going to be sharing a lot of stuff about LinkedIn. So if you're watching the replay, I will be sharing about 10 to 12. I think I'm going to be sharing a couple of different, I don't know how much I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to share a lot of information on LinkedIn that I can fit within that hour. So while you're in the chat, make sure you put hashtag BrandSavvy, and I'm only going live in here. So as we're coming in, say hashtag BrandSavvy. My first thing is I want to know is, how are you doing? How are you doing? How is the year going so far? We are almost at the midpoint of January. So that means, how is it going so far as it relates to your brand? Did you get caught up with the replays for the challenge? Let's see, did you get caught up with that? If not, you need support. Remember, we're here to support you on your branding journey. In this branding group, we are here just to you ask your questions. Hopefully, we'll be able to have time to engage. There'll be more engagement coming on. I've been getting some more team members, but I have a couple of announcements also for you today, but we're going to leave that towards the midpoint. But if you're coming in, my first thing I want you to do is, I want you to think of any other business owners in your circle, in your network, that may be benefiting from having someone, or having a community where they're able to get support in their brand, right? So, and then here, up to date with the latest trends. So we're adding a lot of little resource here and there, so we'll be able to guide you in this journey, right? So make sure, if you're on there, make sure you put BrandSavvy. I'm trying to make sure that I am following along. I have my secondary camera up just to make sure that those are on. I have my monitor right here, and I'm looking right here. I probably should fix it. I'm going to be fixing it up a little bit, but I just want to come on today. So today we're talking about LinkedIn, because a lot of you guys are focusing on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is, people sleep on LinkedIn. They don't understand how to use it effectively and how to get the most out of it. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that. And I probably should have been streaming this live on LinkedIn, but I want to start with a group first, see what you guys have, what questions you have, and then I'm going to continue. So if you're joining, remember, if you are watching a replay, put hashtag BrandSavvy replay. If you're watching it live, put hashtag BrandSavvy so I could know that you're live. And I want to know, how is your branding journey going so far? Hey, I'm trying to see who's commenting on. So I'm glad that you have. Make sure you put hashtag BrandSavvy. I'm trying to make sure that I'm on here so I can see. I probably have to go see it on my phone. My phone probably is more up to date. So let's get on here. Yes, BrandSavvy. We're all so BrandSavvy. Hey, Kim, I see it's Kim on right now. So I'm so glad, Kim, that you're on. How is it going with your brand? Have you been working? Have you been posting? I've been seeing a lot of people have been posting. So today we're going to go over LinkedIn. So how is it going? All right. So let us talk about, I'm probably going to take this part out so I can make sure that I focus on this way and I have my phone on here. So let's talk about LinkedIn. first thing about LinkedIn, I said LinkedIn is where it's at when it comes to finding people of business professionals and engaging with it. I know, Kim, I see you on there doing your thing on there, but there is a way to approach LinkedIn that is not like Facebook, right? It's not like Facebook. It's not like Instagram. I would not recommend you to post 3 times a day because you will get little engagement in there. You want to, and when you do post, you want to add value. So my first tip for you today is to make sure your profile is optimized. So I have a business bestie, Andrea. She does profile optimization. I'm going to go over that. That will be a really good thing. But I'm going to go over my profile so you can see. But all you need to do is when you're optimizing your profile, you want to make sure you have a professional picture, a compelling headline, and an engaging summary that reflects your brand's your brand and your value proposition. Your value, what makes you different. So yes, profile. So the first step is your profile. So let's take a look at profile. So we're gonna look at I'm gonna look at what I'm talking about. So what I do have, and then we're gonna talk about that afterwards. So I'm gonna look at my profile. I did a little bit update on there too, and I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully today, StreamYard does not give me any problem about sharing the screen. So when you look at the profile right here, so you want to have a professional picture. Your face want to be clear. You want to be able, you want people to be able to see you clearly. You want to be able to make sure on the part right here where you have your name and your business stuff are clear to for people to see, to know what you have. Remember, this is LinkedIn is about people. So your profile should reflect you as an entrepreneur, as a person. This is not where you will be advertising your business per se, because here I just updated mine, but here you want to make sure that, okay, they know who I am, what I do, what I stand for. If I have any certification, I'll put it up there. This is where you would put you would optimize your business. And then underneath here where you have your profile section, I'm going to make sure I'm on the right one, but you want to make sure that, where's my description? The about you part right here is optimized towards who you are, what you do, what makes you different, and you can go back and continually use AI and anything else to be able to boost you up. I would also think about this part right here, making sure your top skills are listed as much as you can, list all of it. And then I would make sure on the bottom, if you have recommendation, if you do any work for any person, get some recommendations from people, because that helps you also boost your credibility. And also, make sure you have people you're following, companies you're following, groups that you're in, newsletters. Make sure you have some of things on here because it will draw more people to you because it opens up your connections. Right? It open up your connections to people. So this part right here is for your personal one. There's a difference between your personal and your business. For your business, I'm going to go back to mine. For your business, if you look on the side, I have my business profile here. You want to have a business page, not a business profile, a business page. And you don't need to have another login for that. So under here, I'm going to show you how to set one up in a moment. So on here, so I have this. I'm showing it to you as if you would see an admin, but if you were a member, this is what you would see for my business page. I'm always inviting people to connect to my page. So right now I have 301 connections to my page. You can invite people to learn about your page. So when you have press and stuff about your page, you are able to just put it on there for your page. Any events on there, any job openings on here for your business, you are able to do that. So you're still tied to your page, but it's not where you have to log in. And one reason why I like having a business page versus a business profile, because I can have people manage it for me without them giving them a password. So if I go on the view admin side under here, if I I have a newsletter for my business. So I have an ECS business newsletter. I haven't been posting much yet. I'm gonna start posting more stuff soon, but I can have I can put events that are attached to it, and I'm going to show you how to do that because I'm going to be attaching my event that's coming up to here, and then groups that I'm a part of that all are for the business are part of there too. So you're able to see hashtags. But my favorite part about having a business page is just did I miss the business page? Okay, here the is under settings. Under settings, I am able to have page admins. So under here, I'm able to put admins on here to have people to help manage my page. So they can have, so this is where I can be able to have people manage my page without me doing that. And I can manage my job setting of when I want to share job recommendations and so on. So you're able to do that, but this is under the business side. You can see the analytics and stuff like that. I haven't been posting much on here, but you're able to see who visit your page, your followers, if you have new followers, any leads. I need to add a lead generation form on here. So you're able to add it. And let's just do that. Let's see what it says. What are you talking about collecting leads? So it says, let's see if you're going to charge us for collecting leads. So you can go in here, turn it on. And then I think this is why I was, this one says a sales call. So you can have a sales call. I guess it's a contact for sales, request demo, get started. If you have a privacy policy, I know this is why I did not do it because it was asking for all these things to be filled out. But you're able to have a headline, about a copy of what you want them, what form what you want, what they're submitting, and then you're able to preview it. So I think, let member know that what to expect after you submit the form. So you're able to go, let's just put test. I don't want to do tests. I'm just going to test it out. I like testing out stuff for you guys. And let's see, get started. Let's see if it'll let me get started without the email. Oh, let's do this right here. I'll put my website in here. .com/terms because we have a terms page. So I'll just put that right there. So let's see if it'll let me get started. No, it won't let me get started. Why is it not letting me get started? Am I missing something? I'm trying to see what will make me get started. It probably want me to do the real thing. Real thing, but it's a test. So okay, it gives you a preview of how it looked like. And let me see if I press save, how would it look like? I don't want to use it for real. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna delete that. Nope, no thanks. I need to go back and change that. But anyways, so you're able to collect leads from people on there. So I probably should go back and delete that. I'm also playing around. I should not be playing around yet. Anyways, if you're joining, put #BrandSavvy so we can know it. But we're going over the page side of it too. So under settings, you're able to have where you're able to manage your admins, right? You're able to have people to you can have members who you can restrict, inbox settings, all the different stuff like that. So you can manage it, you can see what you're following. So it's good to have a difference between a page and it connects to my domain. So like my job posting. So it's good to have a page versus a profile for your business. You want to have a page part. So I have a page part for my business. So when we go back here, let's go back to my profile. See who view my page. I don't want to see who view my page. Let's go back here. So you want to make sure that this part is clear. You don't want to have too much stuff. You don't want to have too much. Your picture should be clear. I just changed mine. You want to share what you're, who you are, what makes you different. These things are very really good to do too. What I would encourage you to do is, maybe if you want to meet up with Andrea. Andrea is amazing at optimizing your profile. And I saw something says, so you link your personal page to, yes, I link my personal page to my business. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the way to create a business page for your business is you will go under where it says for business, and you scroll down and it says create a company page, right? So you will create a company page, and then under here, you will be able to choose either you want to have a company page. So this is where you would start. And then once you finish creating a company page, you can create a sub page after that too. Let's say you have a workshop coming in, but you don't want it to be like flooded under. You want to have a specific page where people can go and see every little frequently asked questions and pictures and stuff like that about it. You can create some sub page that relates to that too. But you will create a company page, put your company organization, whatever the name it is, and you can customize the back end of it too. Me, I keep everything the same. So my back end for my company page is at is Eliram Creative, so because everything all are on all profile is Eliram Creative, but you can create your company. So whatever your test company is, let's say test company, company ECS. Let's see if it will let me do that. So you have your test company. It gives you a back end. If you don't want this back end, you can change it. You can put your website. You can put your industry. Try to find an industry that's close to what you have. Let me see. Anyways, sorry, I was trying to get the other part to see. Hey, LaDonna, I see you on. So you would put out your industry, whatever size of your home employee. A lot of you will be solopreneurs, so you might have one person on there. And then you can put your logo, choose whatever your logo is, your tagline, and verify that you are authorized to create that page. And then once you create that page, you can go back and you can do your banner for that page. So this is what your company page is. And the way you would edit it, I'm going to go back. The way you would edit it, I find it when I'm on the main page for LinkedIn, I'm able to go to the side right here and be able to see my pages that I have right now. So whoever, and this is like, I have pages that are my page, and I have pages that I'm managing, because I'm managing other companies' pages to help support them. So this is one service that I do provide for my branding clients to help manage their page. If they're my branding clients, I manage their page for them, and if they need to add stuff to it, I add stuff to it too. So that is one thing. So when I have to edit it, I don't have to go into logging in again, putting in password. I just go in here. I can post my jobs. I can post whatever I have going on. And then when I post stuff, I can repost with my thoughts. I can repost to my to my feed, and it will be popped up so people can remember it of it. Or I can also, I'm going to view the repost. I can post it also as myself. So if I say I want to, I can send it to people here that's in my community, and this might be a good way to do it to make sure everybody has it. But if you want to repost, you can repost it instantly, or you can repost with your thoughts. This is where you can repost with your thoughts, and then you can change whether it is anyone who's seeing it, whether it's you're going to post it as if you are your company, or if you're going to post it as if it's you. So you can switch in between, or if I want to, I'm going to post it as my other clients, from other clients, I can do that too. But here, if I can say, okay, I'm going to post this on my page as me, or I'm going to post it on my business page, as me or as my company, so I can know who, so it's just like, it streamlines everything really quickly. Right. So I'm going to discard this. So go back to view full page. So this is my full page, and then I like how it gives you, I just say, are you hosting any upcoming event? Yes, I'm hosting. You can just use this right here. Yes, I am hosting. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to type it in. I'm going to show you guys a trick I usually do. I have a talk to text. As I talk, it put it on there, and I just start I'm putting it, say, yes, I am hosting some upcoming events. One of the upcoming events that I am hosting is a Elevate Your Brand Mastermind. in February. Period. And here is the link. Let me go get the link. So what I'm doing right now is allowing myself to what I'm doing right now is typing it, but I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use Grammarly to help me fix it. So I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to say it says currently are, and I can change it to more, and I'm going to make it sound, let's see, more friendly. And I use my hey there, just want to let you know I'm actually hosting a cool event coming soon. One of them is Elevate Your Brand in February, which is I'm super excited about. If you're interested, here's the link to it. I'm just gonna set, I have it right there. I can, if I don't like it, I can change stuff around. Instead of cool, I want to put a amazing instead of cool, because I think that's a little bit too casual event. One of them is, it's just just have that right there, and I can sometimes say, hey, I want to make sure I tag. So at Broward, you can make sure you always, whenever you're doing something, you try to find to see who you want to be attached to it. So I usually try to find some agencies that I'm trying to work with and I'm focusing on to just, hey, hey, I'm doing this cool thing. I want to bring it to your area. I'm gonna just Fort Lauderdale, because I'm trying to work with them. So I'm gonna do Fort Lauderdale. Let's see if it gives me Fort Lauderdale. I'm gonna see this. Okay, I need to put the city of Fort Lauderdale. The city of Fort Lauderdale. I don't see it. I don't see it. So it's okay. But I can just put these two right here because this is who I want to work with. So whoever you want to work with, you want to put this. So I'm trying to see the chat. It says that is what I get confused about. If I'm posting on my personal page, it asks me if I want to post on my business page. You can do it. I would do it on both. I would do it on both. So I would post it on my business page, and then I'll post it. Right now, I'm posting this for everybody who is on my business page. So here, I just posted right here. I have the event coming in. I don't know why it has the Google one. So I need to double check. I need to change this link. I'm going to change this link. I don't want this picture. I want a different picture on there. So let me go back and get the right picture, because I need to go back to that thing, because right now it has okay, let's go. I'm gonna go here, change this so it can give me the right image preview, and I'm going to show you what happens when I do that. So here I have the right preview. So this is what I want for this, and then when I post it, you can post events. So I have who I'm going to take. It says, I'm going to put looking forward to bringing this to my city this year too. So I said, let's see, I'm going to try to make this a little bit better and see how it'll be. No, I don't like that. I could leave it at, I'll just leave it like this. Okay, I'm going to post this just the way it is. And when I click post, it said, you have posted it successfully. So now it's posted on my business side. Now it said, now share it on my personal side. So yes, I can either say not now, or I can say continue. And I will just say continue. And then I can either add my 2 cents by saying, hey, here is what my company is going to be, will be hosting this year. No, this year, have you, let's just put that on there. We can do that. Hey, I'm so excited that my company is hosting this event this year. Have you secured your spot yet? My ask for you today is just to share this event with people in your network to see if they would be interested in this. So I'm just going to check and I put it right there. Insert. I think I'm good with this. So, hey, I'm excited that my company is hosting this event this year. Have you secured your spot yet? My request for you today is to simply share this event with people in your network and see if they would be interested in attending. And I'm just going to post it and done. So, and that's done with that too. So let me stop sharing for a moment. And you said, so when you're, what I usually do when I have to post to my business page, I just go to my business and post directly on there. So that's just very easy. So it says, I like how the business page gives you ideas of what to share for your business because you don't have to come up with content. LinkedIn gives you content ideas to create. So here it says what challenges can your company help with. If you don't know that right now, that can be something you write down and later on and work out and say, okay, here is what I'm going to be working on. So I'm able to share that answer later on for those people who are on there. So that is, let me go back to my screen. So that is one thing that I like about LinkedIn that I'm making sure that I'm sharing that with you. So you're able to do that. So now when you're sharing content, I'm trying to look at the question. It says, how did you find the picture? Are those pictures you already said? Okay, the pictures that I had for my event, I create those pictures using AI. So I have ChatGPT, the pro version, and if you have the pro version, you're able to create. So after I finish working out the details on ChatGPT for my event, I worked with describing to ChatGPT what kind of images that I want, and I have it co-create some images with me, and then I use that on Canva to make it the way I wanted to make it my own. So that's another topic for another time. All right. So and you can download it on there. So when you create your events on Wix, and you have an image for your event on Wix, it automatically adds when you have the link they already pre-populate the image for you, so you don't have to everything is connected. So this is why Wix asks you to, if you have an event for your image for your event on the Wix side. So this is why when I do my events, it looks like everything is connected. All right. So the next thing is when you're sharing on LinkedIn, your content on LinkedIn. Sharing content on LinkedIn is not the same as sharing content on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and Facebook. That is not where you go and do the fun and games, dancing, and quote of the day all the time. You don't post 3 times a day. You want to be sharing valuable information, maybe articles, insights, updates, things that put you as an authority in whatever your niche is. So when you're doing your brand and you know who your target audience is, you know what pain points you're trying to solve. On LinkedIn, you are trying to provide insights and solutions to that area. So you can post once a week and that will be fine as long as what you post is impactful. If you're going to post every day, make sure you're posting things that is impactful. Otherwise, you will have low engagement. You want to be showing that you are a thought leader, you are authority in the field or in the area that you are in. So if you're going to do a newsletter and your target market is a certain demographic, create a newsletter that's around the pain points or the needs, the solutions that person wants. So me, I'm doing branding. If I'm going to post stuff, I'm going to be posting about branding trends, about my events coming up, articles. And that is also where if someone else in your area that you want to work with, if you want to work with, I would tag them to it. So you said, and I got someone said, so once a week won't hurt your engagement. No, it won't hurt. It's fine as long as you're posting valuable insights. You don't want to be posting every single day and it's random stuff and it's not making sense. People won't take you seriously and they will skip. You want to something that would make people thought provoking, that would make them stop, that would make them say, okay, oh, I want to know what they're posting about. What is this about? And then they read it and they click on it. You want to be posting polls. They have LinkedIn have polls. Once you have a certain amount of numbers on LinkedIn, you can go live on LinkedIn. But I'm going to encourage you, when you go live on LinkedIn, you want to go live being a thought leader in your field. You don't want to go live and just being saying random stuff that doesn't make sense, because after a while, people won't listen to you. Well, LinkedIn have components of Facebook, of Clubhouse, where you can even do audio, where if you don't want to show your face on LinkedIn, you can just do an audio room on that area, on that thing like that too. So I could have been doing this live in LinkedIn right now because I'm talking about LinkedIn, and I would have tagged LinkedIn on this too because I'm showcasing their platform. Don't need to do that. I could probably do that afterwards. But when you're on LinkedIn, you're trying to show people who are professionals that you are professional, that you are a thought leader in your area, that you know what you're talking about, that you have that you have experience in that too, because they're going to be looking at your recommendation. They're going to look at who you're connected with. They're going to look at what you've been posting before. So if you're writing articles and say, hey, I just saw this article about this and here is my perspective on it, that is what you want to do. So should the post always be, he says, should the post always be related to your business related? No, it doesn't have to be business related. It just needs to be related to it just needs to show that you are an expert in your field. So you don't want to be showing, say, hey, look what I bought. You don't want to say, hey, look what I'm eating today. It's not that. It's not about, here is you can share a quote. That's fine, but people are not going on LinkedIn to see quote of the day unless it's a thought-provoking quote that relate to an industry that you're trying to reach. That's why you can share quotes here and there, but I wouldn't share it every day. Because then after you be at that quote person, okay, why are you sharing it? Who are you trying to attract? You have to figure out the people who are in your industry that you want to come work with you. Is a quote helping them come to you? What is making them want to come to you? What is making them want to learn more about you? What is making them want to come to your website to say, let me learn more about them? You want to show things that, because you're trying to make money. Every time you make money, you're trying to add people to your network. You want to be able to say, okay, hey, I can connect you with this person. You can share something about connections. You can share about, I just learned this. Some people post, I would just repost what somebody else is doing and said, hey, this was a great post that you did. This is really good and I would tie it back to branding. I would tie it back to my company. I would tie it back to something that is in my goals of what I want to do. It doesn't always have to be business related, but you want to keep it professional. That's what I want to say. I want to say that you want to keep your LinkedIn professional. It's a professional site, right? It's a professional site. So that's a good question. So you want to share articles. You want to share insights, what your thoughts are on something. You want to share updates. You don't want to be, I don't think you want to be sharing duets of something that you saw on TikTok. That's not this place for it. Leave that for TikTok. Leave that for Facebook Reels. On LinkedIn, you want to be professional. It's like what you wear to the office, And then the next tip I'm going to share, I'm not going to share everything. I'm trying to keep it moving. I'm going to make sure I'm on a tight thing. I had a whole bunch to share, and I probably redo another part too. But these are all good concepts. So you want to engage with your network. I think I talked about it a little bit. Engage with your network. So you want to actively comment, like people's stuff, share their content from your connections. So, it's this not only boosts your visibility, but it also helps build relationships. So, if I'm posting something, I just posted my event on there. If someone comments on it, someone likes it, someone are engaging with it, they share it with someone else. It helps me to, oh, that person actually is interested in it. Oh, this person is supporting me. This person is my connection. Let me connect with them. You don't understand how much I got people saying, "Hey, thank you for sharing this for me." For me, you know. Kim, you said all business. Yeah, business. It's businesses because on LinkedIn, people go look for jobs. They're professionals. They're looking for jobs. There's businesses, contractors, event. But when people are sharing stuff, like share. If you see that you want to work with an agency and they're posting stuff on LinkedIn, and I would like what it said, hey, this is an amazing event. And if you went to that event, say, hey, I went to the event, look at my picture of me doing there. I would make sure I have a conversation because someone who posted it will see and say, hey, I saw you've been following us. You've been engaging. Let me take a look at your profile because they'll go to look at your profile. Let me look at your profile and see what you're doing. So I would recommend, say, hey, I would schedule my post for LinkedIn or whatever's going on, but then I would spend more time engaging. So responding to people's stuff, sharing their stuff or, making comments on their stuff. So when people comment on your stuff, try to do it within, LinkedIn favor. The faster you comment, the better. Within 24 hours is even better because the more comments you do, it's okay, you are engaging. You're becoming a thought leader because they want to see you as a thought leader in your arena. So, you want to engage with people. And then that might be the challenging part about LinkedIn. But even if you don't want to engage with everybody, at least the agencies or the people you want to build connection with, engage with them. So at least they can see you because they will say, okay, you are consistently sharing, you are consistently commenting, because that helps boost their stuff up. And they think, okay, let me see what they do. And then when you go in their DMs or whatever message, say, hey, I want to connect with you on LinkedIn. They might say, yes, let me connect with you because I want to connect with you. And then you never know, when you go to industry days, you'll be able to see them in person. Say, hey, I've been following you. Thank you for sharing that inspirational information about working with government contract. I really appreciate that. This was really helpful for my journey. They would appreciate it because then at least they know that the work that they're putting on LinkedIn is being seen by their people or their target audience, because you're their target market and they're your target audience too. So you want to build that relationship. So LinkedIn is about building a relationship that way. You want to focus on it that way. Let's see what else I want to share. Let's see, personal connection. When people can ask to connect with you, it's always good to send a note with your request and mention how you know them. So I'm part of the NASDAQ, so whenever I have someone I know them, say, hey, how are you doing? I just want to be in your, I want to be in your network. It's good to sometimes say that because it's say, okay, I know who you are. Some people I already know and they know me, so I don't need to do the personal note. But some people who, if you meet them at a networking event, make sure you have that pre-scripted stuff ready to say, hey, I met you at this event. I would love to connect with you and hear more about your story. You can send them the connection there, right? Am I still sharing? I'm trying to see. Hopefully I'm still live with you guys. I think I'm still live with you. I'm seeing that I am still live, right? I'm still live. I'm trying to make sure that I'm still live with you. I'm trying to see if I'm on there. Okay. Yeah. All right. My phone was frozen. I'm like, okay, I can't see any comments. All right. Yes, I'm still live. Okay, good. So you want to be able to make sure that when you're going to the networking event, and I know coach, if you're in coach's group or if you're interested in networking events, when you go to a networking event, they give you their business card. I don't have any business card. They give you your business card, their business cards, like whatever their business card is. See, they have a LinkedIn, especially these government, and connecting with them on LinkedIn. Say, hey, I saw you at this event. We'd love to connect and hear more about your story. Here's my calendar. Here's my calendar. How can I get on your calendar? Some of the opportunities that I've gotten is because I had people who are in my network that I want to work with. I tag them on my LinkedIn, and they're like, "Hey, we want to support you. How can we support you?" You know. And then after, as soon as I see that come, say, "Yes, I would love," said, "Yes, I'm going to reach out to you. I want you to. I want to work with you." And then after that, I went to their LinkedIn messages and say, "Hey, I'm just following up with you. How can I get on your calendar? I really want to have a conversation about what I just posted." And then we were able to get on their calendar, right? And connect with them and see what they're doing. So all of those things are tips of how to do it. When you go to the networking event, don't just take the business card and put them in your purse. Take the business card, make a note on it, go on LinkedIn. If they have a LinkedIn, connect with them, or whatever other platform. You need to follow up with them and have a plan in your follow-up. If you know you're going to a networking event and the name of it, you can already in your notes or in a little thing on your text message thing on your phone, put a little thing said, hey, I'm so super nice to, hey, blank, and put a little blank. Super nice to meet you at whatever the event is. Would love to follow up with you. Here is my calendar link. And then you have that there. And so whenever you go back, and you would just follow up with them too. So for LinkedIn, the follow-up is key. The follow-up is crucial. Now, another thing, I already told you about joining groups. Another thing that would really help, if you have people who did business with you or did connection with you, the recommendation is key. Not only that you can get recommendation from other people, you recommend others and also endorse others. So give people endorsement. If you know they have a skill or a thing like that, and they're in your network, boost them up by endorsing them. Say, hey, I can vouch that this person can do this job, because that helps them. And then when they see, oh, this person endorsed me, let me see how I can endorse them too. So when people work with you, say, hey, you know what? Can you go and take 2 seconds and endorse me on this area? Can you take 2 seconds and write a recommendation for me? Those things really help on LinkedIn, because not everybody have recommendations on their LinkedIn. So if you come up as someone who's different, like, wow, people are posting recommendations, that is good. So let me go and show you how the recommendations look. I'm gonna go there. So and what you can do. So where if they say, I don't know how to do it, you don't know how to endorse people, I'm gonna go back to my page right here. So under, when you go down here, first of all, let's go scroll down. The recommendations. I'm gonna go down some more. Comes right here, and I guess show up pending. It could be like what I gave to other people, what people gave to me, and then you can ask people for recommendations. So if you know you did work with someone, say you can go in, find a person's name, and say, hey, can you recommend me to this too? So you can ask them for recommendation, or you can give a recommendation to look for their name and give a recommendation to that person and say good. But I would make sure that you give a recommendation of people you actually work with and people who actually work with you, right? So all of those things are critical when you're doing that. So it is critical to do that. So when you're doing that, and then after where you can do endorsement, let me see, can I go on what an endorsement is? Sometimes they would ask you, so it might be people in your network. Let's see, I don't know if I can do it on here with my connections. Let's see, I did with Dallas. Let me see if I can go in there. There might be I can probably give a recommendation for him too, but let's see right here. So on this area where they say skills, if you work with him doing sales, like he had different endorsement. The endorsements are very, you can go through whatever. If you know if you're used to them, I think I'm trying to see if they have the, because he did a video for me. So I'm trying to see where I can give an endorsement on here. So I can just put it right here. I can endorse here for it's just simply just doing a click of endorsement, or do you endorse it? So you can just go in and say, okay, yes, I think he's good with customer service, he's good with team building. So all of these different stuff like that, you can give an endorsement for it, and that help people. And that one doesn't take 2 minutes. it takes a second to go and endorse people on their skills. So that means you can say, hey, all I want you to do is to go into my skills area, and if I was, if I provide you, if you can vouch for me on my, if you can vouch for me on my skills, so you go in there and you can want to put at least 50 skills there, as much as you can, all the skill that you have, and have people endorse you on this. So you have a different endorse, because it shows up 3 people endorse you for this one. How many people, you can go and see all of the endorsement for project management. So you go in there, and as people endorse you, it will show up. So you can go in and give people endorsement based on those things. I have like 10 endorsement on curriculum development. All these are saying, I vouch for this person. This person has done this, and it takes 2 seconds to go under the skills kitchen of a person and do that. And you don't understand. If you have people, let's say you went to a workshop. And one of the speakers gave a presentation, and you found them on LinkedIn, and they have their skills set up. Give them an endorsement, like, oh, that's another step. Instead of, you can give them a recommendation and an endorsement. So it shows, okay, you want to build relationship with them too. So you really recognize their skills. So this is another way of adding more to your visibility, being more visible with what you're doing. All right. So we're coming towards, we have like 10 minutes remaining on this, and I want to make sure that I think I talk about majority of this stuff that I've added on. Let me see if there's one more thing I can look at. I talk about following up. Yeah. So the last thing I want to say is about when it comes to LinkedIn is post your achievement. Whenever you have a win, like let's say you got a certification, you got featured, you are hosting something, do a press release for it and share that press release on LinkedIn. And when I say press release, you can even just do an article, say, hey, this is on your page, hey, my / press release, ECS released this right here. I just did this wonderful thing. My company got certified. My company just did this. We relaunched a new website. Put that in there. Put that out there. Put those wins out there, because that's one thing that you can post really quickly that will show that you are growing. People like to see those headlines. It's like LinkedIn is like the news part. So I see, Kim, you said you will start doing endorsement and recommendations. Yep. Start doing endorsement and recommendations, especially if you are following people who are on LinkedIn, are very engaged on LinkedIn. You want to start doing that. All right. So we're coming towards the end of our time. Are there any questions? I want to make sure I'm not missing any questions before I make any other stuff, because I wanted to come in once a month and do a check-in with the group. And the check-in would usually be based on whatever polls or whatever feedback we get in the group. I want you to be more engaged. We have a community manager that's coming on board with us to help with engagement and help with putting the polls and so on. So you will see her in here once in a while, and she will come in. But we want to see you respond to the polls, want to see you respond to the activities, because this is how we tailor our community to make sure that you are being able to be brand savvy, right? So a couple of things. We are having a brand savvy power hour, because I'm launching that soon. So please pay attention. So this one is basically what this is I am. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go over it. So what is this? This brand savvy power hour, it will be a time where we work on our brand. So it's like a co-working session, but it's 60 minutes, 1 hour, it's once. Right now we have for once a month, where we come in, we review your brand current wins and challenge, workshop whatever problems you have. It's a collaborative group, and it gives you a sneak peek into the new direction of the mentoring group, because those who are part of the mentoring group already have access to this new platform, but you get to drop in. So for this new activity, so we're going to be launching that, and I'm going to do a preview for this coming up soon. I'm going to be posting it in the group today, but for the group, it's 1 hour where you're able to work with me, work with a group, workshop your problems once a month, you know. But we're doing our first inaugural one for that coming up soon. So it should be, I'm thinking about, I need to set my schedule for before I post it out there, but it might be next weekend or the weekend after that. But I want to make sure that after I do the monthly check-in, the next thing you will have is the power hour. So whatever I talk about during the monthly check-in in the group, during the power hour, we can go more in depth. Or if there's something else you want to go more in depth with, we can do that. So that power hour is just, it's a private Zoom. On there, you can come in and meet with my mentees and just have that 1 hour of time where we're working on stuff. I'm not really teaching much on there, but we're working on answering questions of brand on brand, showing you around. You're able to do it. So that is the new thing that we're going to be putting out there. So stay tuned. I was trying to get it done before we came on, but it didn't happen. So if you are interested in the power hour, stay tuned to that. The link to it will be attached to the group, but it's open to anybody, right? It's open to everybody to join the power hour and be able to work on your brand each month. So I know there are some people that cannot join my mentoring group consistently every week, but at least every month you'll be able to have a connection where you're able to drop in, get support, and be able to work on your brand once a month. And then the next thing I want to share is that we are having our BrandSavvy, my brand elevate your brand mastermind in Orlando. So if you're in South Florida or willing to come down and join us, it is an intimate event. The link for that, you will see it on my LinkedIn. I was just showing it with you all, so I'll put it in the chat again. But this workshop is where I'm able to help you. The whole goal of this is to be able to, you come in person with a group of people, with me and my team, and it's the first day is like a kickoff. We're going to be having like networking, taking pictures, doing videos, so you're able to have content for our work session. And then day 2, which is the whole day of teaching, we're going to be going into using AI, developing content, developing your brand, all the different things, all the things. It's going to be an intense day of working on yourself. By the time you leave this retreat or this day, you need to have your game plan, your stuff plan for the next 30 days. That's the whole thing. And then after, so you're that 30 days. So he said you wish you could attend. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, I am trying to see if I'm able to do a virtual opt-in. I'm not sure, because I really want to focus on people. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a virtual opt-in. If I do put a virtual opt-in, it might be a week after the event, or it might be a week before. I'm not sure, because I don't really want to do it at the same time. But I want to be able that those who are in person there, that you come in, when you leave, you are leaving with your swag, our boss box full of swags for your brand. And then you're leaving with your content strategy ready for the next 30 days. And those who are my VIP, they have another 30 days of just getting support to make sure that they are implementing it. So I know you said my plan for this year is, this is a preview, because my plan is to have a summer retreat where we're working on the brand on that, and then after one in December. So just branding locally here in Fort Lauderdale. But and maybe one day I'll take it to wherever you guys are at. I don't know. But the one that we're having up there in Orlando, we provide you with headshots. I don't know if you guys know, I was a photographer. I am a photographer. I am a photographer. My siblings are in the creative area too. So and we're going to be able to have that for you edited, so it's a whole lot of thing too. So yeah, you said yes, come to Atlanta. I will see, because I have my cousin in Atlanta. She probably can hook me up with spots in Atlanta to do this brand workshop. But let me just first get this first one, inaugural brand and elevating your brand with AI mastermind out there, and we'll see. We can probably bring it to your city, but we want to get this one out there. I prefer to have an intimate group. Well, we will have an intimate group. I don't want it to be big, because it is for me to be able to really work with you in person, get things done. We are working. We're not there doing kiki live. We're working. We're getting things done. You will have some teaching, but teaching and working, having the homework done. Because by the time you leave, I want to be like, here, I did my homework. You want to be able to do that. So we want to make sure that people are having that engagement and being able to take their brand higher each and every time. So I'm excited about this. I'm nervous, but my circle sister and I, we're doing this collaboration. She was able to get me the rooms at a really good rate, and to be able to provide lodging, because VIPs get their room paid for, for the retreat, and we're providing food. So I'm like, okay, but even if so it's just a lot. It's a lot. I got this. And we're looking for sponsors. So if you know anybody, maybe you can't come, but you want to feature your event, we're looking for sponsors, and the sponsorship deck will go out tomorrow. So yeah, I think go tomorrow. I mean, that means I'm not going to sleep tonight, because I need to finalize all the details. But I do already have it finalized. I mean, I just need to make it nice. It's not overthink. Sometimes I overthink things. I just need to put it out there. Anyways, but if you didn't see the beginning of this, make sure you go back and watch the replay, because the two things I went over a lot of stuff for LinkedIn that will help you. And then I also shared the two events. So what I might end up doing, with this is maybe we'll see how it goes. We will have this consistently every month. You'll see a different topic that we come in and we do Q&A on that too. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you those for joining. I really appreciate that. My whole last ask for you is, if you know someone else that would benefit from learning what we're learning here today and what you're learning here today, please share this group with them. My community manager will be seeing those who are inviting people in there. I put in, we want to encourage you to share this group with other people who that would need this information. If they're saying that I want to reach people, I don't know I need to figure out how to convert, how to find my target market, how to connect with people, they need this group. They need a community where, hey, they can post their stuff on here and get the feedback that they need, right? Okay, since there's no questions in the chat and we're at 9:30, I am going to make sure I honor my time. I need to take care of myself and say yes to myself. But I want to say, keep on going. You got this. I can't wait to see what your brand has. Thank you for watching all the way towards the end. And I will see you next month. Either I'm going to see you in the Brand Power Hour, or at the retreat, or in the group. All right? Have a good night and be blessed. Take care of yourself. Let me put our little thing on. I like having my little music at the end just to give a little dance. Have fun. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.